we truly are. You can call me High Kiki. And tonight we are celebrating the new moon in Aries. How's the moon treating you this evening? Alright. So this video is being recorded. You will see it the same day. But your girl has some plans that I like to take advantage of under this new moon energy on my favorite day of the week. So I hope you're feeling like you have a fresh start, a new beginning. You're feeling motivated. You're feeling like taking initiative, and you're feeling powerful. You're feeling confident in who you are, your identity. You're not afraid to show up, especially for ourselves. But we could be inviting in just new energy, new soul tribe, or people that are in alignment with us, spirits that are in alignment with us and where we're going next. The next level of ourselves, the next version of ourselves, the highest version of ourselves, our next best self. We're aligning with those folks. So you could be nurturing some new friendships or new relationships, new work relationships even, and you're just embracing it. Okay, let's go ahead and ground our energy. So just go ahead and sit up straight. Allow your feet and your bottom to rest gently, evenly, and comfortably on what is supporting you, whether it be the floor, a chair, your bed, a pillow, and even if you choose to lie down for the next 5 minutes or so. Allow your palms to face the sky if you're looking to receive. And if you're looking to stay grounded and bring your energy down just a bit, you can allow your palms to rest face down on your thighs, on your knees, or just allow them to relax softly and gently wherever it's comfortable on your legs, in your lap. And just go ahead and start taking deep breaths in through the nose, filling up our lungs, and long releases out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Allow your chest to rise and then fall slowly out through the mouth. Allow yourself to get comfortable as you continue breathing in and breathing out. Just feel your body relaxing, releasing any weight from the day, any stress, anything that has you uptight or frustrated or confused. Just allow this loving energy of this moment to cover you. To just start from the crown of your head, running down over your face, the back of your head, all sides of your neck. Your shoulders soften, your arms are relaxed, your hands feel heavy in your lap. Just allow that energy to calm you as it runs down, all the way down to your toes and the soles of your feet. protect us as we download the messages for our best and highest good. We ask that you block and close any doors of any energy that does not serve our best and highest good. And we find ourselves falling into a place of stillness, softness, and protection. There's a sense of comfort, ease, and support. Continue breathing in and out. Just allow yourself to take those deep breaths in and out as much as you need. And allow your energy, your spirit, your soul, your heart center to feel calm. Continue breathing in and out, breathing in love, exhaling fear, releasing all anxiety, any fast-moving energy, we let it go. Any energy that has us feeling uneasy and not allowing us to truly be present in this moment. With every exhale, feel yourself releasing, relaxing, relating. And as you continue breathing, just bring your awareness to your heart space. Just taking a moment to give gratitude to our heart. Thanking our heart for always showing up for us, loving us, supporting us, and being there for us without us even having to ask. Thank you, heart. Once your heart feels calm, centered, you feel a sense of radiance and peace around your heart space. Allow that warm, fulfilling energy to run down to either your feet or the small of your back, the base of your spine. It could even be underneath you, what you're sitting on. Just allow yourself to feel the connection between you and what's supporting you. And as you continue breathing, see if you can witness any feelings of warmth, tingling, blood flow. Feel any uneasiness, just allow yourself to breathe into it. Breathing in what you want and breathing out what you don't. Feel free to name it. For example, breathing in clarity, exhaling confusion. Breathing in abundance, exhaling lack. Allow yourself to feel your body releasing the negative energy, releasing the block, releasing the stress, releasing the tightness, releasing the tension, and you become more and more centered, more and more grounded. Imagine the energy that no longer serves you being released from the soles of your feet, pulled out by the powerful energy of Mother Earth, who's always here to support us, always our source of grounding. We feel safe, secure, protected, and supported. We thank you, Mother Earth. We thank you, ancestors of divine love and healing light. We thank you in advance for what you're going to do and what you're going to show us under this new moon in Aries. We are secure. Slowly bring your awareness back to the room by wiggling your toes, fluttering your fingers, and slowly opening your eyes. All right. So let's jump in. Take your time while I turn to my good old calendar. Okay, so of course tonight we're celebrating the new moon, right? New moons are for manifesting. They are a clean slate for planting seeds of what we want to see over the next 6 months, possibly a year, but it's what we want to manifest under this Aries energy. A good way to define or to channel this energy in a very powerful and intentional way is to call in the energy of the new moon and the sign of Aries. So what do we want to manifest that Aries has strengths in? Or even if there's a time where you may be kind of over, what's the word? Like your energy could be blown in certain areas. It's like overblown. So say you want to balance. Maybe you're an Aries yourself. Maybe you've recently celebrated a birthday and you find yourself just kind of like burning through things, because Aries is a fire sign, a cardinal fire sign, I believe. I'll confirm. But Aries is a fire sign. And so fire tends to burn things, right? Fire causes change. Fire can be, the changes can be wanted or unwanted, right? So just think of the energy of fire and think of the energy of like a new beginning. So if I want to tear something down, burn something up, I just got like a vision of Khaleesi burning down the city with her dragon from Game of Thrones. And there's a meme that I think I may have put it on my story at one point, but it says, y'all lucky I don't have a dragon. But anyway, but just kind of an energy where, you know, she was angry. She had kind of turned into this mad queen, right? And so she just burned everything down. So it's going to start something new, right? But there's also an energy where, like the phoenix, you rise from the ashes. Something comes from the ashes. Something is rebirthed from the ashes. And that's the energy that I'm getting. We're celebrating a new year, a new astrological new year. So there's definitely a new beginning. Spring has sprung in the northern hemisphere. So there's a new beginning with this energy, right? There's a sense of a kickoff, an initiation, a taking the lead, taking initiative or taking things by the horns. Like as we move into Taurus season, you're kind of taking the bull by the horns and you're leading, you're driving the train, you're guiding things. And if you don't feel that energy, what's stopping you? What's blocking you? And what from this Aries energy can you call in? This Aries spirit that you can call in to help you balance it out where you're moving towards your best and highest self. So for instance, Aries, I believe Aries is in my 11th house, let's say, right? And I don't think I have any planets there. Yeah, I don't have any planets there. But your 11th house is your house of partnerships, friendships, relationships, your aspirations. I think of the number 1111. 1111, or like the Four of Wands in tarot cards, represents like happiness and blossoming and family and like all things like coming together. It's like the pursuit of happiness in a way. So that's the 11th house, right? For in certain people's charts. If you're a Gemini, Sun, and you could also look at it as a rising. But if you're looking to be called into your next level or an elevation or an ascension, and you want to use this energy to be intentional, Aries would be possibly ruling your 11th house or representing your 11th house. And so you could feel very powerful in friendships, or you're feeling that way now. You could be feeling very solid in the type of friend that you are. You could be feeling very, you understand and know. I actually was journaling about this morning. And I got 7:11 on the clock actually. But there's just this energy of, I know my worth. I know what I bring to people. I know my value. I know what my spirit and my power can do, right? And we could be embracing that. And if we've been having trouble where we've been overblown with our ego, because that is also the energy, right? Fire signs oftentimes can be maybe impulsive, quick-tempered in a way, and just kind of cutting things or burning things or moving very quickly without necessarily grounding themselves or kind of tapping in to kind of make sure the energy is balanced. So you could be in anywhere in between like that spectrum, or that range from one end to the other. You could be feeling very confident and you're moving forward with with balance and with reverence and understanding and respect. Or you could be just kind of flying through things. If you really just want to ground your energy more, that's what you could be manifesting over the next 6 months. So we could just be kind of taking the leadership role when it comes to Aries without the impulsivity, right? So I hope that makes sense. But that's what's happening. And so we're planting those seeds under this new moon. But you may want to just look and see what house Aries rules for you, or what house Aries this new moon is going to activate for you. Okay, wherever Aries falls for you. And I'll go through that a little bit in a little bit after we go through the sky. So of course we celebrate a new moon tonight. And then tomorrow the sun enters Taurus. Well, not this tomorrow, the 19th, the sun enters Taurus. Okay, Taurus season. Taurus, of course, is a sign of stubbornness. Always comes up, but stubbornness can be a good thing or a bad thing, just depending on where we are, right? Everything is about balance. That's what I'm always preaching, is that life is about balance. That's the motto. And so sometimes you're going to always have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. You're going to have to always know when to give and when to take. The Bible tells us there's a time and a place for everything under the sun. I believe that's Ecclesiastes 4. The time and a place for everything under the sun. And we have to be able to be tapped in and in tune and in alignment enough to recognize when something needs to shift, when something needs to change. And the goal is not to always do things so quickly and swiftly, because sometimes haste is not going to benefit us. Sometimes we do have to get the heck out of there if we stay too long. But when we're in tune and we're in alignment, we can embrace change in a very consistent and patient way, very guided, very intentional, right? That's how I see this energy. For me, like I said, I was just literally reflecting and writing about how you may have felt like people from the past, or maybe you had friendships that maybe took a shift, they took a change or a turn. Maybe you don't talk as much, maybe you don't talk at all, and maybe some of those friendships are resurfacing to some extent, or those people have resurfaced. Maybe people have reached out to you. Maybe it can be, laid on your heart, whether you should reach out to someone that you may not be speaking to or haven't spoken to, not with any type of impulsive. We're not doing anything with an impulsive manner or in an impulsive manner. We are here to be understanding. We're here to discern, using our wisdom to make these changes, to make these shifts, to take these initiatives. Okay? But there is a sense of like friendship kind of returning, or things resurfacing, but you're more confident, you're more powerful, you're feeling more grounded within yourself. Like you know your worth, you know your value, you know your power. Okay? So as the sun shifts into Taurus, there may be some things that we're going to have to dig our heels in. There may be some things that expose where we shouldn't be as stubborn. It may be showing us some of the areas that we are stubborn in. But in general, we're going to be shifting from this taking initiative energy, where we're going to become just more grounded in our own reliability and depending on ourselves. That's what it's giving. It's giving like making choices that work for you, making choices that are putting ourselves first, not in a stingy or a selfish way, but in a self-caring kind of way, a way that's balancing out the people-pleasing energy. It's balancing out anything that we've been doing that is lower than what we deserve. Anything we've been accepting that is not in alignment with what we deserve. Any relationship that's not reciprocal. That there's a lot of that. I don't know. There's something going on with relationships. I'm not sure if it's just because of my own, but I'm getting like a lot of relationships. It could, like I said, it could be more than friends. Maybe something will come up in the cards. We have been getting like a lot of emotional kind of energy, especially coming out of Pisces season. We have Jupiter in Cancer, so there is quite a bit of emotional like overflow, and that could be like, that could be something we just have to balance, whether it's not enough or way too much. We just kind of want to find a nice middle. Yeah, it's just alignment, relationship alignment, like who's in alignment. And I get the sense that we're taking ownership of that. We're taking accountability, responsibility. We're leading the charge. We're not settling. We're not just going along to get along, or just being around people to be around people. We're possibly really enjoying time to ourselves. You could be doing a lot of self-love. You could be just, pouring more into yourself, elevating your spiritual practices, and just really doing what works for you. And we're just being called to continue with that. We're being called to continue loving ourselves, continue to know our worth, and to recognize that not everybody's on our level. Not every spirit is going to be able to reciprocate, and that's okay. All right, and we're going to move it into Taurus season. We're probably going to have to dig our heels in. We're going to have to dig our heels in a little bit. I see a note here on my calendar. It says, April reminds us that every new beginning starts with a little rain. Listen, endings create new beginnings, right? Oh, shoot. Endings create new beginnings. And we've learned to let go. Part of our healing codependency and our codependent wounds is learning to let go and embracing the change. Recognizing that change is good. Change is inevitable. Change is consistent, constant. And we have to be okay with that. And sometimes we have to initiate the change. And that's the energy that I'm in alignment with at the moment, is we are now the ones that were so understanding, the ones that cared and maybe put everyone before ourselves. We're initiating the change. We're initiating whether or not they're coming closer or we're going to continue to keep some distance. We are initiating the change. All right. So next week, we'll have a first quarter moon. That's about 6 days from now, not quite 7 days. And then Venus and Uranus move into Gemini next Thursday and Friday, the 24th and 25th, depending on where you are in the world, on the world. So that's what's happening in the sky. I'll talk a little bit about the sun in Taurus. I kind of did, but yeah, we can say that for next week. And Venus and Uranus. What I'll do right now, there's not really much that has happened. Oh yeah, earlier this week, Mercury moved into Aries. Excuse me. Mercury moved into Aries. Mercury, the planet of communication, information, social media, things like that, moved into Aries. So there comes like a fast moving communication, fast moving information, kind of like, I get like, it could be downloads, but you could also just be taking initiative. Like, it's like your clarity on what you want to do, want to say, is coming very quickly. It's showing up fast. It's almost like the downloads. This happens to me often. The downloads are coming in so quick, like you can see things so quickly, the words, the visions, you can see it so, you can get it so quickly that it's almost like you can't even talk fast enough to get it out. It's like you're trying to process it while you're still receiving it. You're trying to interpret it as it's coming in. And we're just being warned to not be impulsive with it. It's okay to kind of take a breath and pause and breathe through it. Mercury in Aries could definitely be like cursing someone out or getting cursed out. It could just be a very sharp, very fiery kind of communication. We could also be getting information. Hopefully it's not bad news, but maybe your email is like going crazy. Maybe your phone is ringing off the hook. Maybe you're getting a lot of text messages, just things where the information is quick and fast, and you feel like you have to make quick and fast decisions, or you're feeling very confident where the decisions are coming pretty quickly, and you may, not feel confident or like you have the strength to really make the decision like kind of quickly. So you may pause on for a minute, but you're going to realize that like your first thought was really like your genuine, authentic thought, and that's what you're going to end up going with. So I just say, just take your time, You know, Aries can definitely, like I said, be kind of quick and fast moving. So just take your time with communication, take your time with information, and just slow down. That's okay to just slow down and ground ourselves. All right? And not just be so quick to just burn things down. All right? I hope that's helpful. We'll get into Taurus season and Venus and Uranus next week. Let's see here. Anything else with the planets? Yeah, that's it. I mean, at the end of April, the very last week of April, there are no transits that are shifting. We're kind of getting a chance to really like catch our breath and really get comfortable with the energy. We're getting a chance to sit with it, enjoy it. I can appreciate that because I can definitely relate to like realizing how my relationships and friendships, new, old, or whatever, how they are either helping me towards my goals for the future or hindering me towards my goals for the future. And it's not giving them a lot of power, but I believe that God works through people. And as many of us may think oftentimes that we can just do everything by ourselves or on our own or alone, there are a lot of things we can do on our own. But ultimately, our relationships with people are our resources. And who we are rubbing elbows with, who we are sharing intimate space with, who we are communicating with, and who we are around definitely has an impact on us. You know, whether we're absorbing that energy or constantly having to protect ourselves around that energy, who we are around definitely has an impact on how we move forward in life. And we're just in a space where we're confident enough to know and to discern and to decide who, what, and why certain spirits, energies, just kind of pulling it away from people and more so focusing on the spirit, right? What spirits are not going to allow us to reach our goals? Okay, so let's jump in. Aries, this moon is activating and allowing you a clean slate in the first house of self, the house of identity, appearance, first impressions. Okay, this is where you rule. Okay, this is the new astrological new year. This is kind of how it's supposed to be done. This is how it's intended. This is the purpose, right? Aries rules the first house. The first house where the sun and, you know, those things are reflected. Aries is that house of self. This is where you are very bold, very confident. You know your worth, okay? And so this moon is allowing you to plant seeds that are going to manifest over the next 6 months to bless you in areas of your identity, your appearance, your self-worth, okay? In low vibrational energy, of course, this could be ego, this could be anxiousness, and it could be just kind of fiery, but fiery in a way where it's not productive. Okay, it's damaging. So we want to release any of that energy. We want to let that energy go, and we want to bring in energies of restoration, kickoff, moving forward. You know, that kind of energy. Okay, Aries. Let's see. Let's get an angel number for you. 1414 light up on the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure. That may have come out. Look, 1221. This number follows me. Taking initiative. Let's get a number for the signs. Let's do something. Let's just kind of throw it back a little bit. Okay, Aries. This moon, just go ahead and set your intentions for what you want to manifest over the next 6 months in your house of self. What do you want to do for yourself? What do you want to manifest for yourself? What do we have for Aries? 2002, the void, longing, technology, ambition, genius, forward thinking, stress, and depression. You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn to execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up. Why did it jump like that? Okay, 2002. 2002 for you, Aries. The void. Bottom of the deck, 222, alignment. This number has been showing up for me as well this week. Connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. So there we go. Relationships, forward thinking, releasing stress and depression, alignment, romantic ties or relationships, family ties, balance, choices, commitment, self-love, life's true calling, life's purpose, doing what makes you happy. And interest is on both of these cards. Okay? That's it for you, Aries. Taurus. Taurus, this moon is allowing you to manifest, activating your 12th house. The 12th house of the unconscious and the conscious. Your house of wisdom, spirituality, intuition. What do you want to manifest in that area? What do you want to manifest in your 12th house? Do you want to ground yourself more? Do you want to elevate? Do you want to be more in tune with all things above, all things eternal and unseen? Do you want to bring, more meditation into your spiritual practice? Have you been feeling kind of bogged down and a little too grounded, like a little too low vibrational? You may feel like overworked or overloaded, and you just kind of want to, come up for air a bit. This moon is going to allow you to manifest that kind of result. Okay? Okay, Taurus, soon we'll be in your season. You'll be able to, hopefully love on yourself where you can bring in more abundance and maybe not feeling so bound by Earth, allowing ourselves to truly be in a place where we can receive and not just have to keep moving and doing so much. I just get like a sense of like overworked or like doing a lot, like stressing in a way. You want to be able to work in flow. You want to be able to work where you're not under pressure, up against deadlines and things like that. You might be feeling a little too grounded. Okay? But as we go into your season, the sun will bless you with, just shining a light on some things, giving you some of that love and confidence. Hopefully, just allowing you to be seen and shine. Of course, your birthday will be coming up, so, folks will probably be acknowledging you for that. But go ahead and allow yourself to plant seeds under this new moon in areas of your spiritual connection. the 12th house could also represent hidden enemies and like isolation, right? So some things could be being exposed. You know, I kind of get a sense of like, you know, you could be working and you're realizing that a certain customer or client is not for you. You know, you could be realizing that you either have to make a decision to end something or sever something or cut something off that's just making you feel too stressed or too bound. All I can think of is like a slave almost. It's like you're just slaving away. We're releasing that and allowing you to just be able to come up for air, balancing out your workflow where you can work in peace, you can work in flow and in harmony and with ease. It's bringing people in that are okay with you taking your time, you being patient, or they being patient while you do your thing, right? We got belief system here, 0110. All right, let's see what we have for Taurus. Belief system. Ah, that's the 12th house. Look, 1221 came up again. Taking initiative. That's Aries energy, right? That is Aries energy all day. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We'll take that. Ooh. Okay. Wow. So we have 2112. It's up to you, exclamation point. Someone watching over you, good fortune, unforeseen forces, direction. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. Okay, Taurus? 2112, I just said that 1221 kept jumping out, taking initiative. It's up to you. You're making a decision. You're the one that is in control. You're making a decision on the shift, the change. How is it going to change? What's going to change? Are we burning it up all together? Right? Then we have 1414, light up, exclamation point. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. New relationships. Okay? Light up. Light up. Lift. Light up. All right? You're getting a weight off. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to lift yourself up. You're going to focus on the light, right? We're going to focus on the sun. It's almost your season, Taurus. 0909, new beginnings, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. So here we go again. Closing something up, closing something down, shutting something down, burning something up. When I say burning something, I mean that metaphorically. Fire is a very powerful element. You know, I clearly like, you know, how fire makes me feel. It helps me in my dream state. It also allows me to be intentional. So when I set certain intentions on Sundays, I have a seven candle holder, and I like to set an intention that as I burn those candles on Sundays, as long as those candles are burning, I'm burning up the 7 deadly sins in the world. Those are the intentions that I set, right? I have big dreams, y'all, big dreams. And so that's what I mean. It's just like understanding the element of fire, understanding what its benefits are. And that's what Aries allows us to do. It's just understanding how powerful that element can be. leveling up. Light up, leveling up. Like you're being called. This energy is calling you to lift up your head, get some air, come up for air. I hope that resonates, Taurus. On the bottom of the deck, 1551. Hold your vision. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. All right, Taurus? All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Gemini, this moon is highlighting your 11th house of friendships, community, social networks, your ambitions, your goals for the future. Okay? And so, like I was mentioning earlier, this moon is allowing us to manifest what we are desiring over the next 6 months for our friendships and partnerships. You could be realizing, some areas where things will change or have changed. You could be realizing that, you're bringing in new friendships, or your friendships have taken another step. They've enhanced, or they have grown. There may be some friendships that you may have caught you off guard, where you didn't realize how close you were going to get to someone and how in alignment you are. You're realizing that you're starting to bring in people that are on your level. You have the same mindset, whether it be financially, spiritually, emotionally. Okay, you may be realizing like some of your neighbors, or a neighbor is becoming like more like family. You're realizing you're even embracing and spending more time with family, possibly focusing on your family, realizing how valuable you are to your family, the worth that you bring to your family, the resource that you are to your family. Okay, you could be using that resource to help build your family up, or look out for them, or help them take care of things. You might be really realizing how fun and funny your family is or can be. Okay, you could be celebrating birthdays with family. You could have some Aries people, Aries birthdays in your family, like folks that are close to you that have, that are Aries and have birthdays this month. Or, Aries in Aries season necessarily. Okay, Gemini, so what do you want to manifest when it comes to your social networks, your community? I could think of so many things, right? Let's go ahead and plant that seed right now under this new moon. All right, Holy Spirit, we're going to shuffle this one good time. What we got for a Gemini? Alright, Gemini, 0505, unexpected shift, divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises, gut feeling. I don't know. This number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad, etc. All right, Gemini, what are we manifesting? Are we going away? Are we traveling? Are we doing work abroad? Are we looking to scale a business, moving a business, taking a business to a different place, elevating it? There's an unexpected shift coming, and we're going to claim and manifest that it is a pleasant surprise rather. And if something comes in to rock our boat, to not be afraid to embrace it and go with it, because it's going to put us right where we need to be. Okay? Bottom of the deck, 0440, the gut feeling, intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, monogamy. Love is out here twice on both of these cards. We'll take it. Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Come on now. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. Listen, if this is not talking, I don't know what is. We're here for it though. We're here for the love. We're here for the unexpected shift. We're here for the pleasant surprise. We're here to be in somebody's arms. We're here for a dream job. We're here for going abroad. We're here for being real with people, meaningful relationships that came up in the intro when we were talking about the sky and this Aries new moon. I was talking about how we are learning to communicate and tell people. We know our power, but we're learning, we're finding the words. We're being given the words. And we know what value we bring to the table. Didn't I say that already? Treat others with respect. That's the thing. It's like we are learning, like the Aries energy could have us feisty and impulsive, but we're learning to be like respectful. Like I said, we're getting the words where when we speak them, they can be received. Our words are not going in one ear and out the other, or landing on deaf ears, or like hitting a brick wall. They're actually penetrating and doing what we need them to do, because we've learned how to say things in a way that they can be received. We're possibly experiencing karma. You'll be experiencing karma where you're realizing like the seeds that you have planted are coming back to you, no matter what they are. Okay, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Hopefully they're good seeds. If you've been over here for a while, I'm hoping that you're manifesting good seeds. Glad I like to hear about those things. I like to hear about the things that aren't so good too, and just understanding how we're being challenged so that we can open ourselves up to growth. But ultimately, if we're planting good seeds and we're in flow with the energy and not forcing the energy, then we're bringing in good karma. And this 3 is a crowd. I mean, come on, baby. You already know what it is. You already know. Cancer. This moon is highlighting your 10th house. Your 10th house of career, public life, reputation, authority. Yeah. So Cancer, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to manifest in your career? You're getting the energy of Jupiter. So that's sufficient for helping us to set intentions on expansion, growth, territory. Jupiter also comes with energy of wisdom. Okay? We have till early July with that Jupiter energy. There is a post-shadow to some extent as Jupiter shifts out of Cancer and moves into the sign of Leo, which should be pretty fun. But Jupiter is supporting you right now, Cancer, in all things expansion, all things growth. It's a good place to set some intentions when it comes to career. Okay, are there things that are holding you back in career? Have you been impulsive with your career choices, or in a certain career, have you made impulsive decisions? What do you want to let go? What do you want to bring in? What do you want to replace? And what do you want to replace, and what do you want to replace it with when it comes to your career? Okay? That's the energy for this new moon in Aries for you, Cancer. Public life, authority, reputation. Is there something with your reputation or how others may see you or speak about you that you want to better, improve, increase? You want it to be of good news. What is it? What is it? All right, so let's get a card for Cancer. 0110, belief system. This came out for Who had the 12th house? Was that Taurus? No. Yeah, Taurus. 0110, belief system. Did I read this? Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Maybe it's on the bottom of the deck. I feel like I saw this or something. Okay? Hopefully that resonates, Cancer. It definitely sounds in alignment. Okay? It's not really much to say when it's straightforward like that. And then we have 1515 again on the bottom of the deck. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. So this is kind of what came out for Taurus. So Taurus and Cancer. And this happens sometimes where things, the energies and the spirit is kind of blended together. Like we all have a little bit of everything in our charts, of course, but things can kind of blend together that way. But I'm getting like is there like a Taurus and Cancer couple? It's almost like the same thing. Belief system and hold your vision. It's like you're being called to elevate yourself, like in career and work, but allowing yourself to come up, allowing yourself to level up, light up, that kind of energy. All right, Cancer. Next is Leo. Leo, this moon is highlighting your 9th house of philosophy, higher education, long distance travel, religion. All right, this moon is going to allow you to manifest in those areas. Maybe you want to bring in more meditation into your spiritual practice. Maybe you want to be more discerning. Maybe you want to be able to, go back to some type of religious, it could be ritual, it could be practice, it could be something you've done before, like something maybe you've done in the past, ceremonial, routine. But you're definitely being called to plant a seed when it comes to like your philosophy, like what you believe in, your belief system, and like how you stand for it. What do you stand for when it comes to your beliefs? And grounding yourself in it, staying true to it. Yeah. Like recognizing that what you believe should be exercised. What you believe should be part of your being, your way of life. It should be your reputation. It should be what people know you to do. Not proving or performing, but more like just standing so true and so grounded in it, like almost being so stubborn with it, where you make decisions or you may say no to certain things because of what you believe in, even though in the past you may have not been that way. It's like a time where you're planting a seed to manifest a new respect for your belief system from those around you. You have a new respect for it, so it's showing in how you show up. It's showing in your decision making. It's showing in your actions, where people are going to start to realize that that's who you are and that's what comes with you, and to like take it seriously. Like there's an example. I have a friend who is Seventh-day Adventist, and on Fridays, from sundown to sundown on Saturdays, he pretty much, that's his holy day. That's his Sabbath. So he doesn't talk on the phone. He doesn't do any work. He tends to like to do things like, it could be volunteering. It could be going on a hike. He likes to do things that are natural or like people driven, right? You could be wanting to do things like that. Like you might believe a certain thing. You might believe that a certain day is your Sabbath, or you want to hold a certain day to be your Sabbath, to where people around you will start to know you for that and respect that. You know, respect that from you. My ashes. That's what I'm getting from that. So it's like, philosophically, you know, what you believe in, are you standing for it? Are you standing for what you believe in? And does it show? Like, how can you say you believe in it if it's not showing? Give us a card for Leo. Angel number. I hope that's the only one that fell. I think that's the only one that fell down. All right, so we have 111, intuition. That's what popped up. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Another trusting the process. Another calling to our beliefs, our intuition, our discernment, our wisdom. 21. Energy levels. Prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Trust the process. Trust in you, your intuition. 1s and 2s. Oh my goodness. 1s and 2s. 12 12s. We got 111, 21 21, 12 12. Persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. This is Aries energy as well. That taking initiative, something like popping up, like something just around the corner. Okay, life purpose kind of energy. Leo is also ruled by the sun. So there's definitely like a highlighting of who you are. Okay, 0000, limitless potential. Rest, reset, relaxation, unknown, surrender, finish line, success, victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Relax. Relax. Last but not least, 0330, lucky shirt. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. Progress, creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. That's the energy we were talking about earlier. Like, we found the words. We know how to communicate. Aries, Mercury in Aries. Lucky shirt. Let's see what's on the bottom. I think that's the energy, really, is that lucky shirt. 1331, good fortune, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. I'm trying to see if there are any words that are repeating. I don't see any in the titles at the moment, but dreams, I think, is out here a few times. Yeah, if you can dream it, you're on the right track to making your dreams a reality. All right, Leo. Virgo, this moon is highlighting or helping you manifest in your 8th house. Your 8th house is your house of transformation, rebirth, your house of resources, inheritance, sex. Okay. There has been a shift, of course, right, Virgo? There has been a shift. We're talking about resources of other people. So this is going to be highlighting your shared resources, the resources that you receive or, give and take with others. It's not really much else to say there. I think that's pretty straightforward. What do you want to manifest, under this new moon in Aries? What do you want to burn away? What do you want to put to end and put to death? And what do you want to rebirth? What do you want to bring in now over the next 6 months, especially in areas of either shared resources or what you want to transform? It might be good to see what house Aries rules for. Well, it rules your 8th house, but you might want to see, like, in your natal chart, with how it's going to be activated. There could be, if there's a planet there. Yeah. Let's see what we have for Virgo. 0303, taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risk on opportunities that could change your life for the better. So you're being called to have some courage and have some faith in this transformation. How can this new moon help you to have more courage and faith in what you need to change or what you need to transform to achieve, whatever you want to change, whatever you want to manifest? What is it that's in the way? What do you want to bring in? What do you want to, like I said, put away, burn down, let go? And what do you want it to be replaced with? 0909, new beginnings. On the bottom. Or on the bottom. Great chance. Yeah, taking chances. Great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. This came out already. This came out earlier, I think. I wonder if some of these, I don't think they have the same messages, but they could be similar. But I read this. This come out for Aries, maybe? So there could be a relationship, Virgo, with Aries as well. Just, it could be family, it could be a relationship, like a romantic relationship. All right, Libra. Libra, this moon is highlighting your 7th house of partnerships. This is actually your home. This is a place where you tend to have a strength, typically, right? So this is relationships. It could be marriage. It could be one-on-one partnerships. It could be, anything that requires balancing or things being in harmony. Okay, attraction. That's what this moon is allowing you to manifest in. Libra. So let's see, we'll shuffle a bit. Let's see what the angel numbers have for you, Libra. So what do you want to, what are we releasing and what are we making room for? What do we want this new moon in Aries to bless us with when it comes to partnerships? You could be learning how to communicate better. You could be realizing that you're bringing in relationships that are in alignment and reciprocal. Okay? Uh-oh. Look at that. 6666. Great blessings. Self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. Big love. Big love has come out a few times tonight. But self-love is the basis of this. Great blessings. Make space for something meaningful. That's it. We've said that a bunch of times as well. Expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That's the energy, Libra. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Bottom of the deck, 10-10. It's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come in contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. We've gotten trust the process several times tonight. For all of us, trust the process. We're moving forward. Scorpio, this moon is highlighting your house of health and wealth, daily routines, work ethic, environment, service to others. What do you want to manifest here, Scorpio? What do you want this Aries energy to help you cut away? What do you want to take initiative on? What do you want to take the role or the leadership role on when it comes to your health and work, your daily routines, the things that you do on a regular basis, your service to others, your work environment? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What you want? What do you want? What do you want to change? What do you want to bring in? What do you want to transform? That's your forte, Scorpio. Transformation. Okay? You're the sign of transformation. What do you want to change? What do we have for Scorpio? Can we get a number for Scorpio? $6666. Great blessings. Okay, Libra and Scorpio. There could be a Libra-Scorpio situation here too. Relationship could also be like, it could be like, your natal chart. Maybe you have Libra and Scorpio in prominent places, like maybe you're a Libra sun, Scorpio rising or something like that, or Scorpio moon, something to that effect. So I just read this, but I'll read it again. 6666, great blessings, self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Nurture yourself, your ideas, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. So you are expanding your transformational spirit. You are expanding your power to change, your power to initiate change. You're expanding that in your life right now. You are manifesting a transformation in your workspace that you can initiate with confidence, and you can bring your spirit, your energy, your transformative, powerful, changing energy to that space. Bottom of the deck, 5555. That's change. Okay, clarity. 5 represents positive change, but there's another angel number here that clearly says changes. But 5555, clarity, great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast-paced forward, process. You aren't a victim of circumstance. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Embrace it, Scorpio. Let's plant this seed under this new moon in Aries. This is the energy that you'll be carrying out. Clarity, an energy of clarity. Okay? For the next 6 months. Amen. Sagittarius. This moon is highlighting your 5th house of creativity, childhood, children, playfulness. Could be change as well. What do you want to manifest? You know, is there something from childhood? Is there something from a romance? Is there something from, you know, that's blocking your creativity? What do you want to bring in place? Do you want more time and space to be creative? Do you want more time to be with your children? Do you want to manifest or initiate some type of opportunity where your children can be more creative, or you're able to teach them to be creative, sharing your talents with them, or giving them a space to be free to do what it is that makes them feel good as far as being creative? Has there been anything that's been blocking you, Sag, from being more playful, from embracing your childhood or embracing your inner child? Could you benefit from inner child healing? You know, and inner child healing could be something as simple as going to get ice cream. You know, coloring, what else? We had a retreat. One of my clients had a retreat for employees, and I went to the retreat, and we actually played rock, paper, scissors with a room full of like 100 people. And we played rock, paper, scissors. Everybody just grabbed a person, and we played rock, paper, scissors, and whoever won the most out of 3, you moved to the next winner, until we got all the way down to 1 winner. And the job for everyone who quote unquote lost was to cheer on the winner. So if you played with somebody and you lost, then you're cheering them on as they go play another winner. And then if they lose and the next person becomes the winner, then everybody's cheering them on. That's the energy. Why'd you stop? See, I don't know, whatever. That's the energy though. And I really found that very refreshing, and it was fun. Everybody was smiling and smiling and cheering. But those kind of things are are fun for us. All right, what we got for Sag? 2121, energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Second time this came out tonight. I don't remember what sign it was for. And then we also have 0505 again, the unexpected shift, divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises, gut feeling. AAA. That's what it says. AAA. This number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad, etc. This came out for Gemini. Gemini and Sag, there could be a relationship there. It could be family, it could be romantic, it could be friendship. It could be sun and moon. Gemini and Sag are actually moon signs of each other. I wish I remember who 2121 came out for, the opposite sex. Could have been Leo, but I can't remember. Bottom of the deck, 9999, lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to remain optimistic. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. Okay, Sag? That's a beautiful message. I just get the sense that, like, because of the alignment and because some of these cards are continuing to jump out for different signs, I'm just getting the confirmation that we are bringing in reciprocal relationships, spirits that are of like-mindedness, that we complement each other, we elevate each other, we lift each other up. Like, there's an energy of support. We're cutting away like the unequally yoked relationships, and we're bringing in relationships that are equally yoked, reciprocal, and in alignment with the frequency that we're vibrating on now. That's the confirmation. All right, who's next? Capricorn. Capricorn, this moon is highlighting your fourth house of home, family, roots, inner emotional life. All right, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to manifest in your home life, in your family life? Going back to your roots, is there something that you want to manifest that has been have you being kind of as also kind of too bound to earthly possessions, too like slaved to work, or just constant it's like there's no rest, there's no peace, there's no clarity. It's just like constant focus, constant drive, and we know Capricorns can definitely carry an energy with a heavy work ethic, but it's like you just want to take a breath, you just want to come up for air, like almost like Taurus. What do you want to manifest? Is there something that came up in childhood, or something from your roots or your upbringing or your foundation that you want to let go of, and you want to bring in something else? You're like detaching from some maybe thought process, or maybe even just like a belief about work itself that you might want to shift and change. You may be starting to embrace a different mindset around work. What else? Emotionally, there could also be like a you could be being called to, there could be a call to just balance out your emotional life. Have you been holding on to something? Have you not really been expressing something? Have you been suppressing your emotions, or have you been overly emotional recently? All right, what we got for Capricorns here? We have 8888 fell down face up on the desk. Personal power, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. So you could just be being called to do something more purposeful and meaningful, or continuing to to do something more purposeful and meaningful. And that revelation could be coming to you right now. Or you're being called to manifest this energy. Recognizing that you can still have the abundance and overflow that you desire, being in purpose. Okay, Capricorn. 1001, spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You are going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on a path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So there's a high level or high aspect of spirituality you're being called to here, Capricorn. You're being called to your personal power, like your purpose, like what you're here for, what you're here to accomplish outside of just material gain. You're being called to embrace your material and spiritual abundance, recognizing that they can exist, that they do exist, that you can have a career, or you can work in a spiritual sense, or you can balance out your spiritual purpose with your material gain and still have overflow and blessing. I know that's what I'm manifesting, okay? And this spiritual awakening is calling you into something new, allowing yourself to be creative. Hopefully, if you've been going through a dark night of the soul, that could definitely be very emotional. You know, you could be up at night, can't sleep, you know, your mind is constantly going. One of the best things to do for that is gratitude. Meditation, of course, a grounding meditation. I have one here on the channel. It's 5 minutes. I promise it'll put you to sleep. It'll definitely help you to ease your mind. But there's a high calling message download of spiritual elevation. Like, you're being called to pull yourself like up spiritually. You're being called to embrace like your divinity, your divine connection, like who you are, what you bring, what you're worth, and finding something that's meaningful and purposeful. The bottom, 0404, slow down, balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warning. Gosh. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Capricorn, that one's for you. All right. Aqua, Aquarius. This moon is highlighting your third house of communication, short trips, siblings, local environment, information. What do you want to manifest in communication? Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to manifest a short trip in the next 6 months? Is there something going on with your siblings that you want to manifest under this new moon in Aries? Is there something that you want to initiate, take the lead in? Is there something you want to transform, change? You want to create a new beginning? Or just even with your community, with those that are like immediately around you? What do you want to see over the next 6 months? What do you want to manifest over the next 6 months, and how you are communicating with siblings, people that are, you know, in your community or that you spend a lot of time with? And we have one card jumped out, 2424, good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that they're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. The interesting thing is that I think this card has come out for Aquarius in the past. I'm almost positive. The only reason I would say that is because I have an Aquarius friend that I think of often when things come out, and I feel like I have had this thought before. It's almost like a deja vu. So just make sure that you're taking heed, Aquarius. You know, you're an air sign as well. Gemini actually rules the 3rd house, but you are being called to use your words to communicate, and particularly with those that are around you immediately, like your immediate community, family, friends. You know, there is a high level of partnership energy that's been consistent, and just kind of allowing us to be more emotionally intelligent and communicating our emotions in a more mature and healthy way. All right. Okay, bottom of the deck, 0110, belief system. This has come out as well a few times. Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You are blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Okay, Aqua? All right. So, last but not least, Pisces. This feels so good because this is really like how the planets are designed. You know, we're actually going through things in order, right? Of how it's intended, or or the purpose behind how it all fits together. So it's definitely like the kickoff to a new beginning. And I just hope that you're feeling that energy. I really want to understand who's feeling the energy of kickoff, like moving forward. You know, it may not be something that has manifested or come to fruition in the physical yet, but you feel it spiritually, you feel it energetically, you might feel it mentally, emotionally, you may even feel it financially. Like, you know, it is tax season for people, so you may feel like you've gotten a little boost from certain things, but, you know, for the most part, that's the energy. All right, so Pisces, this moon is highlighting your second house, your second house of value, personal resources, money, self-worth. Okay, what do I think about here? I think about reliability, dependability. You might be working on, you know, how you depend on yourself, becoming more dependent on yourself, possibly. You could be taking a lead in that, or manifesting that, or want to manifest that under this new moon. Realizing like what you may bring to the table, or what you don't, and what you want to be able to, how you want to show up, and what you want to be able to share. That's the energy that I'm getting from the second house. Just a house of value. Maybe recognizing like what being reliable really means, what being dependent or dependable means, and you're realizing how that looks for you. What does it mean for you to be relied upon? What does it mean for someone to depend on you, and how you want to depend on others? You may be learning, or just kind of realizing what works for you when it comes to certain relationships, friendships, even family. You just realizing the value that you bring, or possibly just working on who you do want to be, who you do want to show up as, the value that you do want to bring to any aspect or any relationship in your life. What you want to bring to the table in your friendships, what you want to be able to bring to your romantic relationships, and what you want to be able to do or not do for all of them, including family. Okay, let's shuffle a bit. your personal resources, what's of value to you. You can also be being called to, like, stand on your belief system. Not just saying we believe in something, but actually standing for what we believe in. There's an old cliche: you don't stand for something, you fall for anything, right? So what do you stand for, and how your beliefs actually make you feel about your worth, or how your beliefs expose what you believe that you are, how your beliefs and the way that you may operate is actually how it ties into your self-worth. Are your beliefs and how you stand on them showing how valuable you are, how worthy you are, and how you treat yourself? One more shuffle. All right, what we got for Pisces, Holy Spirit? We got 1441, unique skills, life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. Career or business, self-worth, money, personal resources, what you're bringing to the table, house of value for you, Pisces. 1122, great shift, personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals. Oneness, connection, and completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. If that's not in alignment, I don't know what it is. Okay? The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. What are your intentions, Pisces? What are we setting out for? How are we showing our self-worth? 2424 again, good times on the bottom of the deck. Leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and you can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. This might be what was on the bottom of the deck for Aquarius, but that's it for the cards. Okay. Let's see here. How long we've been on for probably, we've been on for almost 2 hours. I'm going to just do a roomy card. Oh no, I didn't do my Moonology deck. How did I forget? Okay, we'll do the Moonology and then I think we'll wrap it up because I don't want this to be too long. I want to go live, but your girl just got stuff to do, you know what I mean? And I'm surprised that my phone was going off, but I don't see anything. Anyway. Oh, shoot. Jeez Louise. Sorry, I completely missed the text message. Okay. Okay, yes, I love when the energy just be popping out. Pop out. Pop out and show me. You know what I'm saying? Holy Spirit, ancestors of divine love and healing light, please protect us as we download the messages for our best and highest good. Anything that's not for our best and highest good, please close, shut, lock, block that door. In the name above all names, amen. There we go. Sorry, my watch was hitting the desk. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. This card came out last week, and while I was shuffling, it's not there now, but I saw Luck is on Your Side, which was I think it was a Sag new moon. That came out last week too. Emotions are running high. Here we go with these emotions again. Super moon. We've read this one recently because, like I said, it's come out a few times in the last few weeks. So something's holding on to us emotionally. Or maybe we're holding on to something emotionally. There is a sense of emotion for sure. But that's why I'm getting this like alignment of relationships and partnerships, and we've grown up and we're able to like speak up for ourselves, right? All right, emotions are running high, super moon. Here we go. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large, like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day, so take action. Attune to the moon. Success is close. I just must trust. I just must trust. Okay? Success is close. Additional meanings. A resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess. Ask her for assistance. The teaching. A supermoon is a new or full moon that takes place when the moon is at the closest point to the earth during its monthly orbit. An event known as perigee. If it's a full moon, the moon appears around 14% bigger at this time. The moon is known as the queen of emotions. And if you draw the supermoon card, regardless of when, you can expect your feelings to be more highly charged. So I'm getting that we're probably going to be challenged here in the next possible week, maybe 6 months or so, where emotional feelings or certain things around certain relationships, partnerships, like I said, it could be business, it could be family, it could be love, it could be whatever, friends. We're just going to be challenged emotionally, or let me not say challenged, I'll say tested. We're going to be tested to see if we've grown, how we've grown, and how we're going to respond now. What level of emotional intelligence have we elevated to? Have we graduated to? Have we learned lessons from? And how are we going to apply those lessons now? I don't want to talk too much longer. I feel like I'm like running out of air. I need water. I would love to do a Rumi card, but we'll save it. I hope that you enjoyed the number, the angel messages for each of the signs. But don't be alarmed when you may be, somebody may just come and, just kind of tug on our emotions or our heartstrings a bit to see if they may still have a certain place in our lives, or to see, if they can get a certain response from us. That's just, people being people, right? So just recognize that, just be prepared for that. I highly recommend journaling, definitely at night, to kind of decompress from the day. And if you can't do it at night, try to do it as soon as you wake up, especially to like record your visions, your dreams. And you'll be surprised at how when you go back, like I'll be sharing with you the last time that this energy, was here, go back to 2021, or go back 6 months ago, or go back, 2 years ago. Those kind of things are helpful, because you'll go back and you'll realize like, wow, I've elevated and I've grown, like look how far I've come. Or you'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm going through the same thing. Like it's kind of like the same energy. It could be a different person, same spirit, right? So just being mindful of that. Let me know what you like. Anything you need to know about me will be in the description box. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me get 10 likes on the video. What else? Yes. So I'm here every week. I'll see you next week for the first quarter moon. Yeah. And yes, always go within so you never go without. I love you, but God loves you more. And over here, we stay connected to the ones that sit high, look low, and see everything. Thank you for coming out. God bless you, and good night.